How can a young person stay sexually pure? Look, if you're asking this question, I think that is awesome. In fact, if you're a young person or anybody, this is great, because so many people today aren't asking this question. They're taking their cues from the culture rather than what Scripture says. So if you want to be sexually pure, here's a few things that I think may help. First off, begin by asking God for strength. Rather than looking at yourself and going, I can do this by my own power, I'm gonna grit my teeth and work hard, which never works, start by asking God for strength. In fact, it was Paul who said, when I am weak, I'm strong. Part of the power of the Christian faith is when we admit our weaknesses and our need for God, then we're humble enough for God to help us. So start by praying and ask God for His strength. Second, build convictions about why you are waiting. Why do you want to be sexually pure? Why do you want to honor God with your heart and with your soul and with your mind? I was speaking at a conference not long ago, and a young man came up to me, and I was speaking on purity. And he said specifically, thanks for telling me why pornography is wrong. I've been told it's wrong my entire life, but never been told why. If you're looking for resources, how to know this, look in the notes below, and I can suggest you for some. Third, though, is find a good friend who shares your convictions about sex. Now, of course, if we're going to follow the example of Jesus, we should have a lot of friends who see the world differently. Jesus was accused of being a friend of sinners. Be friends with non-believers. But also, I can't encourage you more strongly to develop some friends from Christians who share your convictions, who will encourage you when you're down. If you're maybe making a mistake you shouldn't in a relationship, this friend will sit you down and say, I love you. Here's the choice you're making and why I think it may be hurting you. That friendship can make a world of difference. A fourth thing to consider is to be wise about media consumption. I'm not anti-social media or anti-smartphones. I use a range of those different kinds. But I would be cautious and careful about what you put before your eyes, about when you look at certain things. So many young people, without being careful, will find certain temptations come and make it hard for them. So be wise about your media consumption. And last, avoid alcohol and drugs. I've met so many young people who've just compromised in that area, dulls their senses, and they end up making decisions that they later regret. So here's the bottom line. Take these things to heart, trust God, and you can stay sexually pure.